All right, I'm gonna show you how to make a quick acai bowl in your Thermomix. This is the perfect way to save yourself 20 bucks because they're pretty expensive these days, and you can totally customize it to suit your needs. So I'm gonna do it like a low carb one, but you can use anything as I'll talk you through as we go. Okay, so what we've got is our acai, our frozen acai. I'm gonna use 2 packs of them. So if you're familiar with ThermoFit, you know when I do my smoothies and smoothie bowls, I do 2 serves. So 1 for now and 1 for later, or in this case, 1 for me, 1 for the lucky cameraman, Ollie. So we've got the acai, the frozen acai, and then you can choose another fruit as well. I'm sticking with the low carb theme of berries. However, you could use banana or you could use anything else that you like. So let's get started. We're gonna put in, first of all, let's have a look at the screen. This is using the manual way of using the Thermomix, which is a lot, like I use this manual way a lot. So we go past the home screen and we pop on the scales, and then we're gonna start adding our ingredients. So first of all goes in the frozen acai, the 2 packets of those. Nice. And this will save you so much money. Like that, the packet where you get 4 of those acais was $5, but it's, you know, minimum $18 to buy one out when you're at a cafe. So just some frozen mixed berries, like I mentioned, you can use anything. Frozen blueberries work really well. So this is a slightly different version to what you'll find in my smoothie bowls and protein balls ebook, because now I just use whatever I've got on hand. So I've got here some frozen almond milk. So I made a batch of almond milk the other day. They've got a little bit left there and I froze some of it. So that's gonna go in. Nice. And what else have we got? So again, if you're familiar with me, you'll know my smoothie bowls I like to have them really balanced. So I always include a source of healthy fats, I always include a source of protein, and always include a source of veggies. So I like to have more vegetables than I do fruit. Usually when I would do this recipe, I would have a raw beetroot, but I don't have one. So I'm just gonna use what I have on hand, which is a raw zucchini, which a lot of people don't think of eating zucchini raw, but you cannot taste it, and it's a really good way to beef up your smoothie. So I'm gonna put in a zucchini. That's all going in. So my source of healthy fats is avocado. Always add some avocado in there. You can tar or tear the scales. And I like to put in about 1/4 of an avocado. The avocado makes it so creamy. It's kind of like you're using dairy, but you're not. So I love that it makes it really thick and creamy. So yeah, about 30 to 40 grams of avocado I use normally. And this also makes it really satisfying and filling, where you won't be hungry again later. I don't know if any cafes that put avocado into their smoothie bowls. Then I've also got some All Good Nutrition protein. So this is a plant protein, pea and hemp protein. It's my favorite. This is the vanilla cinnamon flavor. That's my favorite one. So I've weighed that already just to have that right. So we'll throw all of that in. So you've got to have a good source of protein in your smoothies and your smoothie bowls. And I love to add some nut butter. So this is just some mixed nut and seed butter. So I've got some hemp seeds and macadamias, cashews, whatever I had on hand at the time of making this. I've got that. I will put in a spoon of that as well. So this is another addition of healthy fats, protein, fiber, nutrients. We want to add as much nutrients as we can. So I just put a spoon. Really, you don't have to weigh things to be exact. You can be a little bit rough. And just a side note, I usually do add a spoon of this brand, NutraOrganics Acai Berry Blend in the powder. I don't have any with me at the moment, so just to show you that they have this as Acai Berry Blend in the powder. So if you can't find this frozen acai, then maybe you'll want to use frozen blueberries and just have the acai powder with it. Last but not least, just a dash of the almond milk or any liquid. You could use coconut water, coconut milk, plain water, whatever you want. But the thing here is important is that you don't use too much. If you want it to be a smoothie bowl, you just want to add a little bit because you want it to be nice and thick. But if you want it to be a smoothie, you could add more liquid or less frozen ingredients and you could make it go further. So let's add about 150 to 200 grams, if I even have that, and then we'll assess. If we need to add more, we will. So we see those scales measure in 1 gram increments. So there we go. Okay, we've got 130. So let's just see how that goes. And if we need to, we will add some water. So lid on now. Oh, do you want to have a quick look at what's in there? So that is just all thrown in there. I love those recipes that everything just goes in one shot. I'm the queen of those recipes. So many of my recipes are just everything in the bowl and then done in a minute. So same with the almond milk and the nut butter. Okay, so now we are going to use the blend function. So as we know, the TM6 has all these built-in functions. This one is going to be the blend function. I'm going to adjust that to be 1 minute. And we tap here and now we go to blend and we'll check it out. Let's check that out. 1 minute later. How's that? So if you were to add a bit more ice to that or a bit more frozen stuff, you would end up with something like an ice cream, which, you know, you could get kids eating a bit more healthy if you sell this to them as ice cream. Okay, let's dish it up. And my favorite part is eating it. And of course, putting the toppings on. Okay, I'll use the self-cleaning function later with that. I love how the TM6 has that self-cleaning function. And now we put the toppings on. So this is really up to you, whatever you have on hand. I had half a mango, some blueberries, some of my no-grain granola, my grain-free granola, which is a favorite. So we're just gonna throw on some fruit here. You don't even have to throw on any fruit if you don't want either. So this is why it's good to make your own stuff. You can customize it and make it as you like it. So what other flavors would you do? I mean, in my Smoothie Bowls and Protein Balls ebook, I've got green smoothies, coffee banoffee, I've got like dragon fruit. I've got so many different types of smoothie bowls that you can have. So it's about being creative and just doing what you like. And you can really reduce the amount of sugars and additives and even saving money as well. I mean, I still buy some of these out sometimes, but I much prefer to make them on my own. I like the way that I do mine. I'm yet to find one out that is better than one I can do at home. Rightio. So, there we are. 2 homemade acai smoothie bowls that we're going to go and enjoy and eat right now.